What's good? I am Yish. You're watching New Leafs on Life. So, continuing my adventure to uncover my I'm gonna call it, I ain't gonna put a negative connotation on it, just to uncover whatever it is I'm running from. What am I medicating? And this is going to be a short video. So I was sitting, and actually I was watching the last video I did, and I appreciate the viewer who had commented on that video, because what that does is, and this is why I journal, it's mostly for me to reflect on my thoughts, and it sometimes put me back on track on what I'm supposed to be doing, but it also has additional purposes. One, of course, is to benefit anybody else who's going through what I'm going through. I'm in search for the solutions. So if I come to the solutions first, it very well could help somebody else. But then the other thing is kind of the social factor of it, right? Especially when people comment on these videos, there's some confirmation to it, right? Some could call it confirmation bias, but I think it's just the collective human condition that we're all really going through the same thing, just in an individual state, right? So my point is the comment spoke about, having to face up to your shit, basically, excuse my French. And while I was watching that, my video, I spoke about how the gentleman had mentioned that. But what came to mind was one of the things that he was doing to aid in his journey was to do art. Now, I am not an artist. I'm a musician, so I'm an artist in that respect. And that got me thinking about how a lot of my music that I do, that I consider my personal stuff, that not personal, but stuff that I like to create and things that I like to listen to, even a lot of it is kind of sad and melancholy, and it got me thinking about two things. One, just creating some music strictly for the purpose of finding whatever this is that I'm running from. One, and then two, I do dabble with like 3D graphics. Like the intro that I have for this channel was something I did. I took some images of some leaves and some grass and a bee, and I cut them all into little pieces and whatnot, and put them on put them all together and created something that, that's how I create things on that artistic level. But it got me thinking about what he showed. He showed one of his art pieces, and he can draw. He showed one of his art pieces, and it spoke to that dark place that resonates on the inside. And I got to thinking about the dark place that I spoke about on the last video, was this blob across the street. And I think what I'll attempt to do at some point, maybe this week, I got some time off coming up, is to, and I dabble, like I said, I dabble in 3D graphics, so I'm able to take models of stuff and, and mold it and all of that kind of stuff. I may take that image that I have in my mind and recreate it in the software to help me further visualize. Maybe it leads to some additional insight I think it's a good thing to express yourself in that manner, because it can help open up some things in the head. So that's what I'm gonna put my energy to this next week, these next 4 or 5 days, with 4 of those days having off. Right now it's just hectic. I'm working my behind off at home. It's the end of the month for my company, so we're being hammered by sales reps and whatnot, trying to get their orders in for customers before the end of the month closes. So just trying to get through the day. I'm glad all the meetings were canceled, because those become a great source of annoyance that pricks at me. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna see about putting this artwork together. I'm using Blender. It's a free 3D package that is incredible, and I just picked it up and started dabbling with it. Being a musician, a lot of the software that I use is kind of they kind of have the same interface and interaction and intention. It's all about creating something from scratch, right? But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here, get me something to eat. It's gonna be a pizza, and this lady's not paying any attention. Anyway, you've been watching New Leafs on Life.